Hi everybody, it's Stephanie with Planning with Peanutty. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we're setting up this cute little micro planner for June. And I put this planner together from scratch. So if you want to see how I have it set up for the year, check out that video below. And let's go ahead and flip here. You could see I've made little dividers. That's what we're going to do today for June. And then the monthly and weekly inserts, we'll make those as well. So I'm just going to flip here so you could see how I did the dividers. Let me open it up to May so you can see what we're going to do there. And those dashboards, I have a video on how to do these dashboards as well. I'll put that below. They're just from a classic size dashboard, but you can see you just cut them apart. There is a little trick to get the tabs on the right side, but check that video out if you want to see that. So my dividers are from an old mini planner that I got on clearance for like $2. And you can see they cut up and we have part of the old calendar and only part of their image. So they're not the cutest as they are right now. So, and you can see this one I even had to cut short to get the tabs to line up correctly. So I'm going to cover both sides with filler paper here. But one side I want to be decorative and the other side will be the inside of our monthly view. So I looked through my old scrapbook paper supply and I had this pretty one. It reminds me of sky, like clouds and just summer sky. And this is an old Provo craft paper. I'm not even sure if they're still, I think they still exist, right? Let me know in the comments below. But I've had this one for 20 years probably. But I'm going to grab my ruler and a pencil. And you can just measure 3 inches by 4 inches. So we'll just come in here. Let's go 3 inches across the top there. And another thing that works for this is project life cards. If you have those 3x4 project life cards, they're perfect. They're already the right size. You can just punch them and throw them on the front of your divider. Any 3x4 decorative papers you have would work. Or you could just decorate filler paper that you already have. Put some stickers on there, you know, however you want to make your divider. All right, or you could just trace a piece of filler paper you already have. Those are 3x4. There we go. All right, then we're going to cut this out. And you could use a paper trimmer. I'm just going to use my scissors. I don't mind if it's a little off. Okay, then I'm going to grab my glue stick, which is like my go-to adhesive because they're so cheap. And now we just need to punch. Now, if you have the Happy Planner punch, be careful not to go all the way to the marked line with your micro. That line is for the classic and mini size. The micro, you need all 4 holes to be perfectly centered, so it's not all the way to the edge, so be careful when you're punching it. And then we can pop that on there, and now we have the front of the divider done. You can decorate it a little bit more if you don't like the plain blue, but I think that's pretty. All right, then for the monthly view, I'm going to open to May here so you can see what we did. So I need some filler paper, and back when all the micros were on sale all the time, I did buy up the ones that had the dot grid and the graph paper. But if you don't have Happy Planner micro filler paper, I'll put in the description below the dimensions for how to draw these boxes, and you could just use your own paper. All right, and then I had some yellow that I want to use for June, and then a lined sheet that has this black and white border to use as a note page at the end of the month, similar to this one. Okay, so let's draw that monthly view. So I'm just going to grab 2 sheets of the yellow. Oh, they're a little dry. All right, there we go. And I'm going to grab my ruler again, and just a regular ballpoint pen is my favorite. I've tried like felt tip pens or even like the micron kind of permanent ones, and I don't like the results on those. You can play around with the pens to see which ones you really like, but I like this cheap ballpoint pen the best. And I'm going to start at the inner left corner and put a little dot. And then with the monthly view and the micro filler paper, it's up 6 dots or boxes. And then I'm going to put another dot. And I'll put the exact measurements in the description below. And that leaves a little bit of space at the top. And then going over, it's 5 dots or boxes over to the next mark. And then I'm just going to draw this grid out. And I like to use that ruler. You get those nice sharp straight lines. All right. And then I find it easier if you have the dots at the top and you're drawing towards the solid line. For me, that's easier to line it up straight. All right, so just draw out your grid, and then I close the open sides last. There we go. So there's the right side of the month. Now the left side you could count out again, or you could use the dots you've already drawn to mark. And we don't want to go 4 across because we only have 7 days in our week. So you want to leave one side open. I leave the left side open because that's what the Happy Planner did. I think Erin Condren and other planners, they leave that right side open, but it's up to you. You can make it however you want. So I'm just going to trace where those marks were. And then let's go ahead and close up this grid. So I have to find that point from the outer 2 edges. Yeah, and then drawing down to my solid line. And leaving the open sides open until last. And there we go. All right, so that is our rough monthly view. Now I do like to add days of the week and the month and the actual numbers. So I love the dates and holidays sticker book when I'm redoing a planner or redating an old one or dating one that doesn't have dates yet, like an undated planner. Then definitely use this sticker book. It's really handy. So we have these fun font for the months. And so I'm just going to grab June out of here. And then play around with the placement. I'm going to grab my tweezers. I'll put all my tools in the description below as well. And we can play around with where do I want that June to sit? Do I want that J on the line? Do I want it like sitting on the line? Do I want it towards the top? Do I want it down a little bit? I think right about there. There we go. And then keep this sticker book handy because we also have these tiny little black numbers in here, which I'll use to date the month and the weekly view when we get there. So I bought some, I've been using the Cactus Paper Company journaling stickers for my days of the week, but she also sells just the days of the week individually like this. And then she has all these different fonts. And so I bought all 5 of her sheets. So it's, what is that, 15 different fonts for days of the week. Now, this is probably a couple years worth of micro planners I did, but I think I'm going to start with this one here, although this one might work as well. And then you can see some are more cursive, some are more like handwriting, some are more like a typewriter font. And then they're the perfect size for the micro. And I'll put a link to her website in the description as well. All right, so because we don't have enough room to put the entire day of the week, I'm just going to go Mon, Tues, Wed for the whole week. So let me just cut these out. And then I'm going to come in and fussy cut in between those letters. So sun, sat, fry, etc. And then trying to carefully not cut part of the day that I'm keeping. There we go. All right, then grabbing my tweezers again. I want to start with the center day. So actually that's Monday because we're starting the calendar view on Sunday. But again, if you like your calendar view to start with Monday, go for it. So trying to see how close to the line I want to put it because I don't want the white backing of the sticker to cover up that line. There we go. Because even though it's homemade, I do want it to look more professional. There we go. Okay, so now we've got our base. Let's add the days. And again, I'm just going to come in with my tweezers, which help me get them nice and straight. And if you like the top right corner better, you can go for it. There we go. And fast forwarded, there's the whole month. So there's our rough month. I'm going to come back in and add some decoration, but that's our monthly view for now. And let's look at our weekly view now. So I'm going to flip that right side of the month over because that'll be the first side of our week. And then starting in the bottom right corner, the weekly view, I do a horizontal view. You can do daily pages. They usually turn out really cute. But I'm just going to use the horizontal view for the whole week. And I'm going to count 8 dots or boxes high. And again, I'll put the exact measurements. It's just shy of an inch. Because remember, if it's 4 inches tall paper and we need 4 horizontal boxes across there, you can see then that they're almost an entire inch each. So this I will draw 8 because the bottom one can be a space for decoration, or you could make it a notes box. And then the same little black numbers I'm going to use to date the days of the week. And don't forget to match it up with your previous month because there are a couple days here that are shared before we started June. There we go. And don't date all 8 boxes. I've made that mistake. There's only 7 on a week. All right, and there I've already done the rest of our month. All right, and then that back page is where we'll have the note paper. So let's go ahead and decorate that note page because we don't want it just totally plain. Now I flipped through some of my seasonal sticker books and I found this really cute orange and tangerine summery motif, and it's got these cute stars. And it's a nice big sticker that's going to fill this almost entire page. All right, and then how about another one that we can actually write on? And maybe a cute little flag. And then I think we come back in with, you got to have more sun, right? And then I don't want that hanging over that black and white border. So I'm going to grab my Dollar Tree cutting mat. You guys, this is like my favorite thing I ever found at Dollar Tree was this cutting mat. So check that craft section, but $1.25, and it's really good quality and really thick, and it's like the perfect size for working on your micro. All right, and my ruler and my craft knife. And I'm just going to press hard enough to cut through the sticker, not through the sticker and the paper. There we go. And then we have some happy sun on there. And part of the sticker does stick up over the top, so I'm just going to trim that as well. Careful when you're using sharp objects. All right. And then let's bring in some little stars. Kind of random, but I think that's pretty cute. All right, and again, that's that seasonal type sticker book. It is a big sticker book, so you can see how large those boxes are in the micro. But that's pretty fun. So that'll go on the back page. All right, so let's open up our monthly view. Actually, you know what? Let's decorate that monthly view first. So I do like putting something down here. You could use it as a note space, but it's awfully narrow to try to write much. So I think we're going to pull maybe just a palm tree. It's so summery. There we go. And you can see we're hanging over the edge again. So I'm going to trim that. And then let's bring a couple more decorative stickers into the corners where we don't have days. So maybe a seashell, some lime. The lime's a little big. That's all right. I didn't think it's cute. All right. And that was the Cheerful Seasons sticker book. All right. Now let's pop these in the planner. All right, and this side we need to stick down because I don't like those rough edges showing. So you could use a glue stick. I also have some double-sided adhesive here. I usually go back and forth between the two, but either one's fine. And then I put them on the discs to line them up to make sure that those discs are still going to turn okay, or the pages are still going to turn okay after they're stuck together. All right, and then our weekly view. There we go. And then normally I would stick these two together, but I want to do a bucket list for summer. So I'm actually going to grab another sheet of yellow so that I could do that bucket list in a future video. And then I'll glue that page down to the note page after I finish that bucket list. So we'll stick a couple extra in there. And I have filmed that bucket list video, so it is coming up this week. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. It's really cute. All right, and then our note page on the back. So that's actually going to do it for this week, or for this video anyways. So our setup for the month, our setup for the week. I can pop my dashboards back in here. I like to put one where the weekly view is. And then the other one I have at our monthly view, but maybe you have a notes section. You know, you could put one in your notes section. But I think it turns out pretty cute. I think it still looks professional, like it had been printed out. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Click like if you like this video, subscribe to see more. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.